What's going on, guys? JSGC here, and we are here for another Manchester City transfer update. Just want to say before we crack on with the video, if you are new around here or you haven't subscribed, make sure you have subscribed, notifications on. We are expecting some news at Manchester City in terms of ins and outs. You want to be kept up to date with everything that's happening moment by moment. Make sure that you've subscribed, notifications on, so I can bring you all of the latest Manchester City transfer news and Manchester City transfer exclusives. Stay tuned with that one. So we're going to crack on with the videos, and we're going to start off with the ins, and we're going to start off first with, well, yesterday's news, which is in terms of Julian Weigl, or Weigl, however you want to say his name. Now, Sammy Lee from Goal has been reporting that Manchester City do want a defensive midfielder, but they haven't strongly looked at Weigl, as City were worried last season about his physicality and whether he could cope with the Premier League, with balls being played over the top, his heading, etc, etc, and being bullied, and Manchester City haven't really explored that since. So where the rumours have come from, I do not know in terms of why they've been saying Man City want Julian Weigl, but there we go. I presume that Manchester City have still got some concerns there. Perhaps it's going to be a nice backup option. I imagine Man City are probably going to go with what they've already got, though, rather than risk signing someone who they don't necessarily see as the long-term answer. Man City will want someone who's relatively young, can play in quite a few positions, so he's versatile, and they'll look to not spend, well, top money on him, basically. And so if they've got concerns there, they won't sign him. Man City do look for, in a transfer, though, a player that wants to play for Manchester City. So that's what Man City look for more than anything. And that's why Jorginho isn't at Man City, because obviously he wanted to go to Chelsea more, and that's where he ended up. So with that being said, I'd probably say that one's swept under the carpet. If there's more on that, we'll have it in the next transfer update, but I'm not expecting there to be any more news with that, certainly not in this window. Next up, we've got more news on Kovacic. Kovacic is now not training with Real Madrid until his future has been resolved. He wants more playing time, he wants to be playing more minutes, he wants to be starting games. He probably knows deep down he's not going to get that at Real Madrid, hence he's trying to sort his future out. Manchester City do want a defensive midfielder. We're not the only club in Europe that will want a defensive midfielder, and someone of Kovacic's quality that comes available in Real Madrid, if they say they want to sell, then obviously he's probably going to go in somewhere. Manchester City will probably be involved in some kind of bidding war, which will end up getting priced out. Remember, La Liga, their transfer window, I think, closes at the end of August, so Real Madrid have got options to buy and sell from elsewhere around Europe. It's just England's window, Manchester City's window, that closes on Thursday, 5 o'clock. We haven't got a lot of time. I think we're going to personally stick with Fernandinho, Gundogan playing as backup to him if he wishes, using Gundogan as also in the midfield, and using Phil Foden more, because he did look relatively comfortable in that match at the weekend on Sunday at Wembley. Moving on to the outs, Lukas Nmecha was apparently spotted at the Hull versus Aston Villa game yesterday, where Aston Villa won 3-1 away at the KCOM Stadium. Apparently he's in the Aston Villa director's box. So I'm going to presume that he's signing for Aston Villa on a season-long loan. Well, it's the only thing I can think of, unless he's very good friends with the directors at Aston Villa and wanted to go and watch the game. I doubt it's the latter, though, and I imagine he'll be signing for Aston Villa on a season-long loan. So we're waiting for an announcement on that. Talking of announcements, we've had an announcement this morning. Joe Hart has been announced as a Burnley player. He has signed a 2-year deal. He's got an option for a third, £3.5 million fee. That's going to Sky Sports News, by the way, and various other media outlets, including the Daily Mail and other workers from other sources and papers across all of the UK. They're spot on, basically, with this. But £3.5 million fee. Man City are going to get more in fees, basically, if Burnley progress further in the Europa League this season. So Man City will be getting more money if Burnley do well in Europe. But yeah, very best of luck to Joe Hart. A big loss, my opinion. We've all grown to love or hate Joe Hart, in my opinion. I know opinions are split on him, but he's been our goalkeeper. There's a lot of love there. He's seen us rise, and he's took us to the top. He's been a fantastic servant for Manchester City, and I'm sure once his career's done, he'll be welcomed back to Manchester City with open arms, or I'd like to think he would be anyway. But yeah, I wish him all the best of luck on his move to Burnley, and I hope finally, now that he's got a permanent transfer, he can go and close off that chapter of uncertainty and go and prove that he's a quality goalkeeper and get himself back to being one of the best goalkeepers in England. He's got stiff competition there with Tom Heaton and also with Nick Pope both being out injured, he's got himself a run of games now for numerous amounts of weeks and probably the next couple of months before they come back. Can Joe Hart impress, do well, and make that position his own and put Tom Heaton and Nick Pope's future into uncertainty? We will wait and see. He's got a lot of competition there, but he's taking a pay cut. He's left now at Manchester City, so it's up to Burnley to go and sort that out. Last bit of news for Manchester City, we move on to the contract, and Manchester City are still no closer to Raheem Sterling signing a new contract. He wants a new deal, Raheem Sterling's agent wants a new deal, Manchester City want a new deal, but they can't agree on the wage. Now, Raheem Sterling's agent, he wants Raheem Sterling to be on top wage, just like Kevin De Bruyne, just like Sergio Aguero. Ask yourself, is Raheem Sterling on the same level as them? Sergio Aguero has been at Manchester City now for 7 years. He's consistently scored 20 plus goals for Manchester City per season. He's Manchester City's leading time goal scorer and a world-class striker who's more than earned his place, scoring numerous amounts of goals, winning Man City trophies single-handedly. I mean, that QPR moment in itself deserves a wage rise. And Kevin De Bruyne, obviously one of the best midfielders in the world. So you're asking, is Raheem Sterling one of the best wingers in the world? Your answer to that's obviously going to be no, because you know, there's plenty of wingers out there. I mean, Ronaldo, Messi, etc, etc. It's going to be on top wage. But Raheem Sterling is very good. What we're looking for is more consistency. If Raheem Sterling can go and have the season of his life now, and go and be one of the top goal scorers in the Premier League, carry on getting his assists, be an all-starter in every game, keeping out Mahrez, keeping out Sane, keeping out Bernardo Silva out the side, making that right-wing position himself, and he goes and has a very impressive season and proves that he is the best right winger in the league, and he's one of the best right wingers in the world, then Raheem Sterling should be on top wage, in my opinion. Are Manchester City going to look to sell him next season? He's got a very important season coming up. I have heard flickers and rumours saying that if he can't agree a contract and they can't agree terms, Manchester City may well look into that. Let me know what you think in the comments below. There we go. That has been the video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did enjoy it, let me know in the comments that you enjoyed it. Leave a big thumbs up so I know that you're digging the videos. And also don't forget to subscribe, notifications on. We've got plenty more Manchester City news coming up past the transfer window too. We've got plenty of transfer updates between now and Thursday's deadline of 5 o'clock. I'm anticipating more outs, maybe even a couple of ins too, so stay tuned for that one, and I'll see you all again tomorrow for the next daily Manchester City transfer update. You're interested in Manchester City content, I'm doing all things Manchester City content now, so make sure that you have subscribed with your notifications on. Check out my social media links, they're in the description below. Twitter, very important in this, you want to go and follow me on that, because I will keep you up to date with all things Manchester City, all the sources, keep you up to date within minutes of things happening, retweeting stuff and tweeting my opinions and tweeting things that are happening, so it's worthwhile. Follow me on that. Instagram links, that's in the description below, along with my email. So go and check me out on that too and hit me with any business enquiries. And also I'm going to leave the links up to my brother's channel, Mixed, doing mixology drinks. That's my partner channel. I feature in his videos too. You can go check him out, like and subscribe over there. And also I'm going to leave up the links to my gaming channel. If you want to go and check me out on that too, you can go and like and subscribe over there too if you wish. Go and check out my other videos. We've got loads of football videos that are distributed over the last couple of days. I've also got a big video coming up with me predicting the Premier League and where I think everyone's going to finish, and go check that out. There we go, that's been the video, so I hope you all enjoyed it. So there we go, I'll see you all again tomorrow. It's been JSGC. Hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Peace. Ciao for now.